know how we're feeling.
Word, man. Grateful, man. Grateful. Grateful to be here with all you guys. Thank you guys. Go to gym, baby. Appreciate y'all.
What's that?
You always got my back. I love you.
What'd you think of this fight? What's your reaction of it?
Man, let me tell you, Shakur moved so well. He won every round, and he was just a step ahead with quickness and just with, just the plan himself. Great plan coming in, and he did well. Congratulations to him.
Man, he better leave that alone.
What did you think of Shakur's performance
He
tonight?
did what he had to do, man. You know, there's always room for improvement. You know, I think he had a lot of stuff he could have did, but he's so talented and gifted, man. You know, you also got to trust what he's seeing in there. You know, we're on the outside, you know.
Connor, what was that about right there? What was Shakur saying to you in there?
If he wants it, he can get it next.
Right.
Ultimately, I ain't scared or worried about him.
Well, what did you think? What did you think of his performance?
Yeah, no, it was a great performance. He performed really well. But ultimately, I ain't worried about him.
Right, appreciate your comment.
Madison Square Garden was electric, like it could feel history leaning forward. The moment the bell rang, Shakur Stevenson and Teofimo Lopez didn't just fight, they pulled us into a high-speed chess match where every move came with bad intentions.
Edward, that performance from Shakur tonight just
made Teofimo look like a novice. I mean, that's how good he is. 120, 109, 108, I mean, just unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Is that what you expected from Shakur? No?
I mean, listen, I expected an incredible performance, but I didn't expect it to be completely one-sided. I mean, he won every round, in my opinion. It like the golfing levels was phenomenal. And I said to Bud, like, going into 12, he could do 40 rounds, Shakur.
Now we got the main event with Shakur, and I knew that was gonna happen. Everybody be talking all that rah to me. I know boxing, and like I told y'all, we was gonna see a little bit of athleticism, but we was gonna see Shakur be using his jab, going to the body, and we saw blood today. Shakur did great today. Only thing I can ask for is a stoppage. I can't ask for nothing else.
Amazing fight. Teofimo is my guy. But I've always been a fan of Shakur, and I think that Shakur put on a clinic tonight. Least amount of risk, been able to put his skill set into fruition all night. The jab was leading. You can tell the difference in skill set.
Shakur opened the night calm and surgical. That southpaw jab wasn't just touching Teo, it was mapping him, pulling him into traps, sliding off at angles, making him miss by inches, just enough to let frustration creep in.
Rounds, is that what you're saying? He won all 12 rounds?
Well, maybe he lost one, but he won the majority of rounds.
At what time did you realize that this was just going to be Shakur taking over the whole fight?
After the fourth round.
After the fourth round?
Yeah.
Thoughts on this fight?
Easy work. My brother Shakur spanked this 12 rounds like I told him he would. You know what I'm saying? I'm proud of my brother, man. He did his thing, man.
What stood out the most for Shakur right now?
Say it again?
What stood out the most for Shakur?
Huh?
What stood out the most for Shakur tonight versus Teofimo?
Wait, what you said?
What stood out the most?
Oh, Shakur. I already knew he was going to box his out. Like, he was going to box him out. Easy work, you know?
Like, never out of control, footwork, timing, shot selection. I actually think he could have stopped Teofimo if he'd have stepped on him. Teofimo looked like frustrated, just obviously was busted up to the face. He's a phenomenal fighter, 4-division world champion.
Oh, it seems like he couldn't just get it going. Like, he just tried differently going up and down. The counters were getting him.
Yeah.
What could he done differently tonight?
I don't know, you know, it's difficult to box against a great mover like that. And, you know, he tried, definitely tried. His dad was emotional, you know, he wanted him to do better, but, you know.
But Teo wasn't interested in playing the patient student. He exploded in sudden bursts, breaking rhythm mid-round, darting in with sharp combinations, then slipping out at awkward angles that forced Shakur to hesitate for split seconds.
But I think he put on a tremendous performance, and obviously, you know, the level he's at, you always look for things he could do better, you know.
What did you see from the outside that he made?
I mean, I'm just saying, like, you know, like I think it was a lot of body work and stuff like that he could have touched on, but again, he's in there, you know, so he's seeing stuff, he's feeling the punches. We not, so you got to trust what he's seeing.
Teofimo just couldn't get going.
He put on a what he trying to get going? He just wasn't allowed to.
Teofimo, it seems like he couldn't just get it going. Like, he just tried differently going up and down. The counters were getting him.
Yeah.
What could he done differently tonight?
I don't know. You know, it's difficult to box against a great mover like that. And you know, he tried. He definitely tried. His dad was emotional. You know, he wanted him to do better, but you know, it's boxing.
Yeah, I definitely did. I feel like he's a fighter, so he tried to fight back. But yeah, I picked him apart. In the second round, I want to say that I told my corner, I said, I'm stronger than he is.
Enough to remind everyone this wasn't a simple clinic. This was brains versus instinct. By the middle rounds, things heated up. Shakur started digging to the body, freezing Teo's guard upstairs before driving that straight left downstairs. Teo fired back with heavy counters and sudden pressure surges that had the crowd on its feet. There were moments Shakur looked untouchable.
Any disappointment that you didn't stop him because you said even during the fight you wanted to stop him?
No, it's no disappointment. It's boxing at the end of the day. I seen him go out there, and when I was about to stop him, he started fighting back a little bit. So, respect to him. He's a sharp fighter. He got a lot of knowledge, and he did what he did to survive.
And that was the difference to me that made the fight. It wasn't about grit. It wasn't about heart. It was about sheer talent. And Shakur displayed that tonight. So.
What did you think about, obviously, Teo's eye? He never seemed to be able to get into it at all. Is that kind of like the experience you had?
Boy, he won a round or two, maybe, but that's it. Shakur too dominant. He was able to hit him clean first round, able to avoid shots. Shakur just on his A game. He's sharper, he's stronger, he's better, and now he's a 4-division world champion. I'm so proud of him.
Gliding, pivoting, painting Teo with clean shots. And then just as fast, Teo flipped the momentum, backing Shakur toward the ropes, landing thudding hooks, making it feel like the fight was turning in real time. Those hold-on moments where narratives shifted, Twitter drafts got deleted, and analysts started sweating.
Two more and whatnot, and as the fight went on, it seemed like it just got better. You know, we was hoping that the pace would, you know, kind of kick in with him and slow him down. But I think it did to a point. But I think, you know, his overall performance, he did well. You know, like I said, we give a lot of respect to him. He's a formidable opponent, and Shakur just came with the game plan and just outscored him. We want to get ahead on the scorecard. So.
In the championship rounds, it became will versus precision. Shakur stayed cool, calculating, choosing his moments. Teo dug deep, pressing forward, throwing with bad intentions, refusing to let the fight slip away quietly. Neither man faded. Neither man broke. They adjusted, reacted, fought, and fired until the final bell felt like a release for the entire arena. When it ended, both stood there marked up and breathing heavy, knowing they'd delivered something people would argue about for years. Some saw a technical masterpiece. Others saw raw ambition nearly bending the blueprint. Either way, this wasn't just a fight, it was a collision of styles, minds, and legacies.
Beat him up that way.
Yes. I've been told you this. I told you this a minute ago. I said he's not on my level, and I proved it tonight. And shout out to you, bro. You're a hell of a fighter. I'm proud of you. I'm glad that you went there and did what you were supposed to do. You dig deep and you did what you were supposed to do.
Afterward, Terrence Crawford weighed in with that calm, surgical champion energy. When Bud speaks, you listen, because he's not just watching, he's decoding. He praised how Shakur controlled distance early, and you could see it. Those opening rounds looked like a masterclass in range management while Teo was trying to rush straight to the boss fight. But Bud also highlighted Teo's mid-round adjustments, how he began timing Shakur's exits and sneaking counters into those half-second windows. That's where the fight transformed from a clinic into a true duel. Crawford also pointed to the body work on both sides, noting how those shots quietly changed the tempo. And he was right, you could see both men slow just enough for the chess match to turn dangerous.
Marvelous. Only thing I didn't like, that he was standing on the ropes too long.
Now, when I saw him on the ropes, I thought he was downloading what Zepeda was doing. It seemed like he was slipping punches and not really taking shots. What did you think?
He was, but at the same time, he was getting hit with little shots that he shouldn't have been getting hit with. And it looked good to the judges, you know, especially keeping somebody on the ropes and, you know, hitting them with the little shots, pressuring them, you know.